Hi, I'm Keiko at ktmholistichealth.com, and today I thought I would share my health coach training experience since I've gone through 3 health coaching trainings. I went to Institute of Integrative Nutrition, IIN, and then Functional Diagnostic Nutrition, FDN, and then most recently Human Longevity Institute. I did the Precision Longevity Coaching. And I started the IIN in 2017, and it's been a really interesting and exciting adventure learning about all these different ways to help people. And since I have all these different experiences, I thought I'd share, since you might be looking into different health coach training programs, and it's sometimes nice to hear other people's experience. So this isn't a pro and con, because we all come with different backgrounds and experiences, and so what I may feel about one program may be very different. So I really do want you to just kind of hear it from my perspective and then kind of reflect on your own experience and see how that feels for you. Okay, so just to give you a quick background, since it's probably a little relevant, my own health journey, I was quite sick for a while. A lot of it stemmed from extreme stress. I went back and forth between Japan and the US from a young age, and keeping up with both cultures and both school systems really did a number, and I was pretty crashed for quite a long time. And it took me a very, very, very long time to heal, and I went through a lot of different experiences to finally get to a point where I feel quite good most of the time. We're all human, so we have little days here and there, but for the most part I think this is the healthiest and best I've felt in a really, really long time. So I'm coming from that perspective, meaning that I've tried a lot of different things for myself and been through my own journey. So I know it takes a lot it took me a lot to get my health back. So anyway, so I was always listening to those online summits back when they were really popular and started early days. I was just completely addicted, and then I found out about IIN, Institute of Integrated Nutrition, and talked about health coaching. I was like, wow, what is that? That's so cool and exciting. And I didn't really think too much. I probably didn't really know what health coaching was. I just wanted to be in a field that I could help people. I was and am still an alpaca farmer, shepherdess, and I care for my animals. I do fiber arts and other things, but I've always been interested in health. So I just jumped in, didn't really think too much of it. I didn't really do all my usual, looking at the pros and cons, jump right in. And it was a 1-year program, and it was lovely. It covered a lot of the good basics, but coming from where, I've been already pretty sick, and I've been to pretty much, as many summits as you can consume in a day for quite a while, a lot of the information to me, I had heard one way or another. Again, it was nice that it was in a nice program, and I had very positive experience with it, but around the 4-month mark, so this is a full year program, around the 4-month mark, I'm like, okay, for me to have healed, I would have needed a lot more. So I'm kind of, basing it on my own experience, and so I started looking, and then I found Functional Diagnostic Nutrition, and I thought, wow, now I've got tools, or I can get tools if I study and get this program. So I got all excited, and I will be completely honest with you. If I hadn't started IIN, I don't know if I would have had the guts to go after FDN, because it's intense. But since I was already kind of like jumped in and already starting the health coach journey, I was like, all right, you know what? I'm going to get all the tools. I'm going to be the best I can be. And I just went for it again. So I jumped right in. So I started doing both programs at the same time. And FDN, you learn to analyze, and this is in 2000, I want to say end of 2017. So, things can change. So always do your homework, look at their newsletters or website, get on their newsletter and listen to their webinars and all of that. And then look into their program. But at the point that I studied, we got to analyze 5 functional labs. We got to run it all on ourselves. Our mentors coached us and helped us and, educated us on, what we needed to do, how to analyze all the labs. And really, it was just such an incredibly robust program. It was intense. My brain hurt so much. I was like, oh my gosh, I haven't studied so hard in so long. So it was intense. I think I finished I was just going crazy. I was just studying every day, all day. And I think I finished the program, let's say, started end of November. And I think I finished maybe end of March. So that's like 12, 1, 2, 3. Maybe like 4 months or so. So I was on it like every day. I was just so excited. Everything was really, really intense. So after I graduated or finished and got certified as an FDN-P, I was like, wow, now what? I can run 5 labs and I can analyze all this and educate my clients and really help. But I kind of hit 2 little challenges, and this has a lot more to do with me, obviously, because we're all different. And for me, the cost of the labs felt a little overwhelming. And if you're super not feeling good and have a lot of health challenges, that can get justified. But again, like, I was at a point where I was like, wow, that's a lot of money. And, when I mentioned it to my mom, she was like, wow, that is a lot. And that's kind of when I was like, oh, I don't know. Like, can I actually do this? And like, I had all the tools, but like, I'm kind of a very value-based person. So like, I'm happy to spend money if it's something I need at the moment, or if it, if I see the value for myself. And I was like, is there a test that could give me a lot of information and be more affordable and easier for people who might, not have all the resources, still get healthy? And so that was the first one that I kind of sort of came across. And I did end up doing research and found hair tissue mineral analysis, and oh my gosh, I just love that test because it's so much more affordable and you get a nice bigger picture, and a great point to start because it generally looks at your I don't want to go too far into it, but a lot of your adrenal, thyroid, how they're managing your stress and all of that, and that's just a really nice place to start for most people, and that's a lot of where my original problems were for me. And I have fiber animals, and I'm always dealing with fiber in hair, so it just kind of off it. Anyway, that's kind of a side story. And so the cost was one, and the second one was, okay, so your client base, right, for FDN generally would be something who had pretty big challenges, health challenges that they haven't been able to resolve. And I'm quite an empath. I was also still kind of at that point, probably not fully recovered. I was probably having my own little challenges as well. So I felt overwhelmed. I felt overwhelmed because, sometimes when you're dealing with your own stuff, it's a little much to deal with, a lot more health challenges. So that's something, I don't know how you feel about it, but we really want to kind of be honed into, okay, who do we want to serve? Like, who are we best aligned to serve? And I was like, maybe this isn't quite it. So I got all my tools. I was quite excited, but I was like, okay, I'm still on the search. And I know a lot of us are constantly on the search, and I love to learn, so what can I say? So I kind of kept going, and I sort of let it go for a little bit. I kind of kept doing the learning and doing my own thing for my family and everybody around me. And, with a farm, there's always something happening. So, all the healing skills come in handy. I also did kind of veer a little bit into, like, the energy healing and the intuition, because I kind of needed to fine-tune things. So I could be a little more effective, maybe. So anyways, I did go over there too for fun, and I learned a ton. And then I came across precision longevity coaching from the Human Longevity Institute, and I went, oh, wow. another exciting coaching training. Yeah, yay! So anyway, when I read it, I was like, wow, this is when we get to get clients that are in pretty good shape and healthy and forward thinking, wanting to optimize their health for longevity. And I thought, wow, this would incorporate not only the physical, but mental, emotional, spiritual, energetic, everything. And I thought, ooh, this is just too exciting to pass up. So I enrolled, and Doc Melissa is you know, teaching a lot of stuff along with their amazing team, and all the people in the cohort, just pure amazing. So I learned a ton here, and this just felt perfect for me. And there was a lot really on the lifestyle. So in the precision longevity coaching, we didn't really go into specific labs or anything. Granted, I think there are, you know, she has a lot of great resources, and there's you know, like for exercise tolerance, you know, there's a lot of different things that she taught that you didn't have to, you know, go through all the functional labs like FDN, but I mean, those would definitely come in handy. So I'm probably not doing it justice at all. I just went through with the cohort and finished kind of the first round. She invites us to join again, and so I'm actually going to go through it one more time so I can integrate and learn, you know, a lot more. It was quite a big, amazing program, and I didn't feel like I got everything, and so I'm planning to go through it one more time and then get certified at the end of this next cohort session. This one, the precision longevity coaching, since it's so fresh in my mind because I'm still doing it, she has live every other week, and then there's also the online component where we listen and learn, and I'm actually taking several of the concepts that's being taught and trying to apply it and actually do it so that I can actually learn hands-on and experience it. So it's just a process, but this one, the precision longevity coaching, now for me, I finally feel like I can combine it with my farm lifestyle that I've been you know, living since 2008, and there's so much to learn on the farm, and you know, all the whole living in the rhythm with our animals, the circadian rhythm, you know, how our animals do, learning about stress and all of that, you know, from my animals. It's all kind of finally coming together for me, so that it's like longevity and wellness, more of like the farm style. So, you know, just really want to share that it's usually a journey. I don't think I would be here without all of these different trainings. Each one played an important part on my journey to get here, and I finally kind of feel like now I have my own unique way of sharing what I've learned and incorporating who I am and feeling very aligned with this coaching. So I hope you found this helpful, and hope you'll find your own journey and enjoy. Health coaching, I think, is really amazing. There's so much we can do with it and help others and educate them, and really just, you know, I think we should all have one, and one per family. So anyway, I do have a written version. It's just probably a little more concise at my website. So, you know, if you prefer to read it and kind of look at the highlights, it's at my website. And then I have links, I think off my website, on the different programs if you want to explore and learn. I highly suggest you really look at the curriculum and think about you know, how it works for you, and what components that you want to look at. So anyway, thanks for watching. Have a beautiful day. Bye now.